What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from Spirit Bombers, and today I'm going to give you my first place Galactic Battle Shop Championship Green Blue Brawley deck. Alright, so yeah, this deck is really fun. Brawley is probably my favorite leader out of set 1, just because it's more of my playstyle. So yeah, and I also got these sleeves. So that's really cool. Alright, so let's get to the deck profile. Like I said, this is green-blue, so you will be seeing both colors in this deck. So to start things off, this is the leader, Brawley. Brawley has a permanent skill where he cannot attack battle cards, which is kind of lame, but I have cards that can kind of help that out. Then he has an auto skill, says when this card attacks, both players choose one card from their hand and place it in the drop area. Then he has the awaken skill, where when your life is 4 or less, you may draw 2 cards and flip this card over. And when you do, this is the awaken side. And the awaken side is basically the same, but it has a couple more added things. Alright, so the permanent is still the same, where you can't attack battle cards, but its auto is altered. It says, when this card attacks, draw one card, so that's added. Then both players choose one card from their hand and one card from their battle area, and place those cards in the drop area. So, it doesn't affect just your hand, it affects the battle areas too. Alright, so yeah, and then its power got boosted up to 15 from 10. Alright, so here's the main deck. We're going to start this thing off with 4. Brawley Dawn of the Rampage. This card is one of the keys to this whole deck. Like, you need to keep this on the field, on the battle area for you. Like, you need to have it on there. So if you can protect it early on from getting popped or KO'd, do so. Alright, and this is your consistency card. You look at the top 7 cards of your deck, then add 1 green Brawley among them, and then you shuffle your deck. Alright, so it's really good, it's 1 drop, and it's got, you know, a base power of 5, which isn't really that great, but you mainly do it for its auto ability. And then, starting off with our first blue card, we have 4 Senzu Bean. Senzu Bean is probably, if not the most powerful blue extra card you can play. It's really amazing. Its skill states that you activate it during the battle, then you choose up to one of your cards. Up to one of your cards. It gains 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. Then choose up to 2 of your energy and switch them to active mode. Alright? So that's really good. And then you run 4 Majin Boo. Boo is basically a card that just replaces itself. When you play it down, you draw a card. So that's really cool. It keeps your hand at a decent level. And then you run 4 Wheezes Coercion. In my opinion, is the best counter in the whole game. It's a 1 drop, and it says negate the attack. Then you choose up to 1 of your energy and switch it into active mode. So you put the energy into rest mode to activate it, you negate the attack, and then you untap an energy. So it's essentially free. It's a free negate. And that's really awesome. And since you do play both colors, you don't have to untap a blue. You can untap a green too. So if you need to, make a really good play with your other green cards, just untap the green. And then this is the heart of the deck. I run 3 Brawlers Ring. I've seen people run 4. 4, in my opinion, is too cloggy. We do run a searcher for it. So when you draw it, it can just be a dead card when you need it to be like a combo card or a really good battle card. So yeah, Brawlers Ring, it's a field card, and what you do is when you play it, you put it in your battle area, and it stays there, and it cannot be removed unless you put another field card down. So yeah, and its permanent skill says that when your hand is not affected by your leader card Brawley skills. So you don't have to discard whenever you attack with them. while your opponent does. So that's really awesome. So you want to get that as soon as possible. And then I ran 4 Trunks Protector of Children. This is the best green combo card, in my opinion. When you combo with this card, if your leader card is green and your life is 4 or less, draw 1 card and add 10,000 to this card's combo for the duration of the turn. And guys, don't forget that this card, when you combo with it, that 10,000 plus stays for the whole turn. It's not just for that battle. So when your opponent's attacking one card that you want to keep, combo with this card to give him the 10,000 boost, so he's stronger against all of your opponent's battle cards, and even the leader card too. Alright? So yeah. And then this is the searcher for the Brawlys Ring. I ran 4 Paragus, Controller of Monsters. Paragus, when you play him, you may place 1 card from your hand to the drop area. If you do, choose and activate 1 Brawlys Ring from your deck, then shuffle your deck. So yeah, that's why I figured 3 ring was fine, because I ran 4 of these guys. Plus, this card can also be a free combo card, and it's got a 0-5,000 combo. So that's pretty good. And then I ran 3 Overflowing Bio Warrior Army. This card combos so well with the leader, and I'll explain why. It has the auto skill, when this card is placed in the drop area from the battle area, if your leader card is Brawley, you may place 1 card from your hand to the drop area. If you do, play this card. So remember I said the Awaken side doesn't affect just your hand, it affects your battle area as well. So you have to discard a card and then pop one of your own battle area cards. Alright, when he attacks. So you would essentially attack with this guy, get his attack through, and then while he's in rest mode, you can just attack with Brawley. Then, so pop him, he goes in the drop area, and then you can discard a card to play him back. And he comes back in active mode too. So you can attack with him again. You can so it's really good. But yeah, 4 wasn't needed, and since this card combos so well with the leader, 3 is really ideal in my opinion. Alright, and then I ran 4 Energy Power Gotenks. Alright, Gotenks is super strong for a 3-drop. It's got a free 5,000 combo, and it says, when this card attacks a leader card, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and places it in the drop area. So, it just combos very well with the whole theme of the whole deck, which is hand destruction. So it's a 3-drop, your opponent has to discard a card, and it's got 15,000 base, which is not really that bad. Pretty good. And then I ran 3 Ultimate Judgement Jackos. Alright, this card is beginning to see some more play. It was totally disregarded when the game was coming out. People thought it was trash. But this card does put in work. It helps tremendously. Alright? It's got... You only use it really for its combo, but it does have 16,000 base, so that's really good when you're facing up against something with a 15,000. So they do have to combo a card, well, they would anyway with 15. So if you combo with this card to make it like 21 and you're facing against a 15, they have to combo 2 cards in order for that card to stay on the field. Alright. So, its skill says, when you combo with this card, choose 1 card in your opponent's combo area and return it to their hand. Alright, so when you're facing, if your opponent attacks and they combo, let's say, the Trunks that I mentioned earlier, where it gives them plus 10,000 power, when you combo with this card, when it's your turn to combo, that Trunks goes back to their hand and they lose that 10,000 power boost. So now you're kind of seeing why this card is so good. And that's just an example. Like, there's other cards like Champa that give them double strike and power boost. Like, all those good cards that people are comboing with, Jacko comes in and just says nah and gets rid of it. Alright, and then I ran 2 Furious Yell Vegeta for my 4 drops. This card helps with Brawley's permanent skill where it says it can't attack battle cards. Alright, so it has double strike, which is really good. And then it says activate main skill once per turn. Place 1 card from your life to the drop area. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. So yeah, it's able where you can just pop up any card, help you awaken faster because you're taking a life away, and then you can attack with it, and it has double strike. So, I mean, it's really, really good with this deck. And then I ran 3 of the 5-drop Rampaging Lifeform Bio Brawlies. This card is amazing. I'm going to say that about like a lot of the cards in this deck, because they really are. I love this deck. And it helps with the whole premise of the deck, hand destruction. So it has the evolve skill, where instead of having to pay 5 life, if you have like a Brawley in the battle area, you can pay 4. Like 2 green and 2 colorless. So you can play 4 green, 2 green, 2 blue, you know, 2 green. Yeah, that's right, really. Because you have to play at least 2 green. Alright? So then it has double strike, which is really good, you know, as always. And then it says, when a card evolves into this card, your opponent chooses 2 cards from their hand and places them in the drop area. So it's an instant discard 2 whenever you evolve, like say like the 1-drop Brawley into this guy. Or you can have this guy on the field, and then if he stays the next turn, if you have another one in your hand, you can evolve that one into the new one to get the 2-drop skill again. Because it is counted as a Brawley card at the bottom right here. Alright. And then, to go with my 3 drops Go Tanks, I ran 4 of the 5-drop Super Saiyan Go Tanks. This card, in my opinion, is the best green battle card that's generic. It's super good. So it has the evolve, like the Rampaging Bio Brawley, where you can pay 4 energy instead of 5. So if you have the 3-drop Go Tanks, you know, just tap 4 and evolve into this guy. Then he has double strike with 25,000 base, by the way. And then it has the auto skill. When you play this card, choose up to 2 of your energy and switch them to active mode. Then draw 1 card. This card is super good when it comes to trying to push for the win. Because you untap your 2 energy, and then you draw, and that card that you draw could be an important combo card, or it can be an important card, like an important battle card you want to play. Just because, I mean, you untap 2. So, yeah, it's super good. Super, super good. And then to finish it off, guys, I ran 4 of the Brawley, the Rampaging Horror. This, I've seen people run 3, and they try to make, and they put in like another card in replacement. But guys, the whole theme of the deck is hand destruction. Alright? So, like the 5-drop, the 6-drop has the evolve skill 2. And then it has double strike. And then it has an auto skill. When you play this card, choose up to 2 cards from your opponent's hand and at random, so you get to choose at random, then place them in the drop area. See, like the 5-drop, they get to pick the 2. This one says you get to pick the 2, but it's at random. So yeah. Alright, and it has a base power of 30,000, which is super good. How I won like my last round, I had this guy down, and then I had the Super Saiyan Go Tanks down, so that's 2 double strikers on the field, and I was discarding 2 cards and drawing a card and doing all these shenanigans, and then I just came in and pushed for the win. Yeah. Alright guys, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed the deck profile, and I hope you like and subscribe to this channel and video, and I hope to see you later. Bye.